Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video update, so I kind of want to let you guys know what's going on and let you guys know like what content to expect. So, the last like year and a half, so like 2022 into 2023, I wasn't making a lot of videos. I had various shitty stream setups in dorms because I was in college for those 3 semesters. And you know, I dated, I was in a relationship that was pretty unhealthy, and he said some stuff about like how fiction affected reality, and he like would say all Raylo shippers are toxic, or like he hated fan fiction. He said all Raylo shippers are toxic. He said Steven Universe is a more like reprehensible show, and believe Louis Orchard. And then when I said people were criticizing Louis Orchard for like not having a good opinion, he said people hated Louis Orchard because Louis Orchard was trans. I'm non-binary. He was a cis guy. My point is, I don't care about like fandom drama, fiction drama, any of that shit anymore. I'm over it. I'm still in fandoms. I'm still gonna produce fan content because I love fan content, and I sometimes write K-pop RPF, and it's fun, but you gotta remember it's fiction, and people who take that shit too seriously and try to like ship idols in real life, like, oh, these people are totally together. It's like, that's not really very productive. I don't care if you write fanfic. Just don't expect it to be real. And that's how but then with like fictional medias, like Steven Universe or whatever, it's like you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care about that drama anymore. There are medias I won't like consume or I won't support. Also, separating art from the artist is a thing. So it's like, I kind of just like got sick of his shit. But he broke up with me because I was like an anxious wreck, and I was like always like vomiting feelings onto him. And that was in the fall. So like spring, my first semester, every single semester I had a roommate except for end of my second half of my third semester, because my roommate moved out. Every single roommate situation was tricky. I don't do well with roommates. First roommate was mostly fine. She was very quiet. Later she told me she didn't like me, but and my second roommate was fine, but my suite mates were hell. And then my third roommate was a fucking mess. She was really nice, but she had a lot of issues, and it was not causing my mental health well. So spring 22 like went okay, and then like summer was back to my dad's house and whatever. And then fall of 2022 was when things got really messy. So, I haven't like talked about this at length, but so it was pretty early on in the semester when my boyfriend broke up with me. And, later on I realized like he was always toxic and I shouldn't have been dating him. But like at the time, really fucked me up. He also dumped me. When he dumped me, he like hooked up with an 18-year-old. He was 24. I was 20 at the time. And, it was a mess. And it was my first real serious relationship. And again, like he always acted like his opinions on media were always right and like objective when they're not. There is no objective opinion on a piece of media. And he would go on about stuff, and like I'd be scared to admit things like, oh, I actually didn't hate Rise of Skywalker. Because he like made hating Rise of Skywalker like part of his personality, and like the whole I know I made the like Kim Penders video about like the autism comment because like that's a really fucking stupid thing he said. But like I'm like, I'm reading these comics and I'm invested in it. Like I have my own fanfic which has an extensive amount of Echidna lore, like my own AU. And these guys, like my whole friend group is like, oh, let's just clown on this guy on Twitter. And I get involved in like fucking Twitter drama, and I just hate it. I think Twitter drama is fucking stupid. And it was like over the summer when I had nothing to do. It was like, hey, I'm gonna go on Twitter rants. But it's like fucking fall happened, so he broke up with me. I was already having like mental health issues pretty early into the fall semester. I was having issues with my suite mates. And then I got dumped over text when he was on campus. He knew where I lived. He literally dumped me over text. which really fucked me up. You know, and me and, you know, basically the entire rest of the fall semester, there was so much drama. There was mental drama. My ex had an on and off thing with this girl who had a lot of issues, and she was also in another relationship, and she caused drama in our friend group. He caused drama in our friend group. Me and him had issues, you know, because we couldn't be in the same group. He ended up having a lot of really serious mental health issues and not really getting help for them, which caused, you know, a lot of more drama in my friend group, which was mostly his friend group, you know, and after a while, you know, I did kind of like start, me and a couple of my other friends who were kind of in the group, we did kind of start like drifting away, like, especially like in the spring semester. He wasn't there anymore, but like me and we didn't really hang out with the group that much. We mostly hung out on our own, like me and a couple of my other friends, and I'm still friends with those people, including someone who I had previously not been friends with because my ex had like been really toxic to him. So it's a whole other situation. But anyway, there was so much drama in the fall. So the fall semester was hell. It was also the semester I had a math class at like 8:30 in the morning, and it was just like not healthy. Nothing about the situation was healthy. So anyway, you know, I came home and I had just moved, because I had literally just moved to where I am now, but I didn't have the apartment yet, so I was staying in a guest room. And I had only been here a couple weeks, and then school started, and being away from family, not being able to adjust to all this stuff, it was causing me so much stress. Luckily, I did keep my grades up. I still have like straight A's, and I'm still on like honor roll and all that. But my mental health was so bad. Like my anxiety was through the fucking roof. And you know, I when I came home I was here for like a month for like Christmas. I felt better just to be out of that place, and I didn't really want to go back, but I was like, oh, I need to get my associates, 3 more semesters, right? So then I go back in the spring, and in the spring semester, first day of classes, giant ass snowstorm, power outage, half campus power outage. Luckily my half was the half which had power, but yeah, roommate comes down. My roommate is a train wreck, like I said, because also like I had to move like 7 times like in the last 2 years because of moving in and out of different dorms, guest room, moving in and out of my dad's house, moving into this apartment. Like I had to move like 7 or 8 times in the last 2 years, which is so stressful. I hate it. It's disgusting. I hate moving. It is terrible. You know, like I literally moved here about 3 months ago, and I still have a whole pile of boxes that I haven't gone through. And I just cleaned out my dad's house a couple weeks ago. So yeah, my situation is, you know, I hate moving. I'm bad at it. It's very stressful for me. And I had to change rooms fall to spring because of my suite mate. When I changed rooms, I ended up with someone who, again, she's really nice, but she had gone through something in her personal life that was really hard for her, and she was having mental breakdowns all the time, which wasn't my fault, like, and it wasn't her, like, you know, but we were not helping each other's mental illness, so my mental health was really, really bad. Like, the first half of this past spring semester, 2023, my mental health was so bad. I was literally having breakdowns, like, every week about, like, something pretty trivial. I had like a falling out with a friend. I had like an argument with a friend, but he's also like a club leader, and I thought I'd get kicked out of the club, and like I had this whole huge whole situation, and like we made up and we're still friends now, and that's not an issue. But like this was something that like at the time I was just like completely losing my mind, and I not having anywhere to go didn't help me. And my roommate, you know, I literally locked myself in a student center bathroom for like 2 hours one time because I just needed to be alone, and I was so stressed. So like my friend, you know, a lot of stuff happened, and I quickly realized I cannot stay at this school. It's too remote. I can't live in a remote place. I need to be somewhere like where I can go places. I need to be somewhere where there is Uber, where there is DoorDash, where I know that I can get to a grocery store if I need to get to a grocery store. Because I don't drive for anxiety. I need to go somewhere where my family is, so if I need help with something, they can help me. I can't be at this school anymore, and I don't want to move anymore, and I realized that. So I guess I kind of had to go back for that last semester because the apartment wasn't ready. So when I moved into the apartment in May, also wasn't ready. I didn't have a kitchen counter for about 3 weeks, or a kitchen sink, so I was washing my dishes in the utility sink in the basement. I barely had any furniture. Like, when I moved in, there was not much. And, that was very stressful for me. And I was, the second half of the semester was better because my roommate actually moved out, so I ended up getting the room to myself. But when I had to move here, then I'm leaving all my friends because my friends are at school, and it's, like, hard, but I didn't have much of a choice, and, like, I can't go back to my dad's house, and it's, like, I know that, and, like, I actually, like I said, I went to, like, clean out my old room a couple weeks ago, and I love visiting with my dad, but I don't want to live with him because it's, like, hoarding situation. Anyway, also, I have, like, my whole own space here, but, like, there's challenges with that, too, like, with family, where it's, like, oh, like, my dad is a very, like, passive person, he's very quiet, he doesn't get mad, he doesn't get, like, stressed, or he gets stressed, but, like, he doesn't, like, talk about it much, or, like, get out. So it's, like, there are things which I would just, like, say and never be told, hey, that's not socially acceptable, and then, like, my uncle gets offended by shit I say, and I'm like, oh, I'm not trying to offend you, it's just how I talk. And he's like, well, it's how you talk with your peers, because, like, we're not your peers, and I'm like, well, but no, like, my dad doesn't care when I talk like this either. Maybe he does care, but he doesn't tell me, and it's the lack of communication, So me and my friends, like, I don't know, communicate. And so it's been taking a long time to get everything set up. I'm trying to get set up with a psychiatrist. So I need to, like, try to figure out some stuff with my medication because it's been fucking me up for a long time, but I can't go off it. But I did, so I didn't have a therapist for a bit. I did start seeing a new therapist, and also I got an assessment, and I've now been diagnosed with ADHD as well as autism, which makes a lot of sense because it's kind of something I didn't really I was like ignoring it because I'm like, yeah, probably not because it's probably just the autism. But then I was like, as soon as he started testing me, I'm like, oh yeah, these are all like ADHD symptoms. So anyway, that happened, and it was just kind of like, okay, well, I guess that's a thing. So I'm still trying to figure out. I have a new job, which pretty good, but I have some, like, how do I navigate having autism and ADHD, and, like, just a whole bunch of stuff. So, like, I'm getting, like, more settled down at this point. I'm a lot more settled down than I was for a long time. This is the most stable I've been in 2 years in terms of a living situation, at least, so hopefully, once I get this mess out of my room, and now I actually found my selfie stick in my closet when I was cleaning out my dad's house. So hopefully I'll be able to, like, actually film videos with some regularity. Most of the content I want to make that's, like, stuff, I want to make it in the format of, like, the Radiohead ranking, where it's scripted, it's quick, I go through, like, few sentences on every song I'm talking about, or that kind of thing. I want to do more videos like that. I also want to do the no talking, the, like, videos I've been doing recently, like the Shiny and Dreamcatcher rankings, where it's just the Kind Master edits. some fun edits, like the Eurovision video I made, you know, stuff like that. As far as stuff like monthly charts, I don't have time to do that shit, sorry. Or even the, like, quarterly ones. I will still be doing year-end lists, probably. I'll probably do, like, my best and worst. I'm gonna do them for, like, the Billboard for, like, the current year, because that's what I've been doing. But a long time ago, I wanted to make, like, retro year-end lists, and that's probably not gonna happen, because I'm not that interested in Billboard charts. I find them, like, interesting, and I like watching other people's videos, but in terms of, like, a lot of the music that I'm into is not the stuff that was popular on Billboard. So it's like, if I ever did, like, a year from the 90s, I would try to find, like, a UK retro chart or something, you know, and maybe I will do some in the future, but, like, retro year-end lists aren't really my priority, and I don't even really want to do, like, current year-end list that much, but it's a tradition at this point. People watch them, so I need retention. But yeah, it has been 5 years, and I'm still working on, like, cleaning up the channel, archiving old videos, getting playlists fixed. That takes a lot of time, especially with how easily I get burned out. You know, so content going forward, like I said, we're still gonna have the shitty live streams with the webcam, because I don't have any other setup for that right now. In terms of videos, it's gonna be mainly two things. It's gonna be mainly the shorter, like, no talking, like, just, like, listed edited videos, like the rankings, you know, with, like, one line of commentary that I write at the bottom, or like fun stuff like the Eurovision thing. And then I do have, like, a couple, like edits, like I did, like, the AMV type shit for, like, Avatar. I did a couple of those. Like, I might make, like, video edits, you know, that kind of thing. I did the short Taemin edit for his birthday, but I make, like longer ones, you know, and that's something that I, like, want to learn how to, like, edit better and all that. As far as, like, content with me sitting here talking to you guys, most of it will probably be scripted going forward. The fact that I went so long without scripting content, it was really rough, and I used to like to do things unscripted because I let my thoughts flow freely, but what happens is that I get very distracted, and, like, I forget what I'm saying, and I, like, ramble, or I, like, repeat myself, and it's like, it's just not that engaging, and I realize that now. And, you know, writing scripts does take time, but I kind of want to do more stuff, like I said, like the Radiohead video. I probably won't be doing many album reviews. That's probably not a thing I'm going to do on here. I do them on my Instagram page for album reviews. I'll link that, as well as my Discord, which you guys should join. But I have a whole, like, Instagram page which is dedicated to album reviews, and that's what I do there. But I don't think album reviews on this is something I really want to do on this channel. I might make, like, a year-end retrospective, like, what were my favorite albums of the year or something. I might do something like that. The favorite songs of the 100 favorite songs of the year, that's still going to happen. It'll probably be scripted this time, as will my best and worst list. There's a couple other projects that I have, like, in mind that I really want to do. One I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I want to do it in the same format as the Radiohead video, with, like, scripted, tiered, and then, like, short little witty comments about each song. And I've wanted to do this for a long time. I want to rank every Beatles song, and that's something that would take a lot of time, you know, but I think it's something I want to do, and I don't want to do it just as, like, a slideshow type video. I want to actually, like, you know, sit down, script it, come on camera, be like, hi, Revolution 9 is secretly a masterpiece, you know. I genuinely, like, there is so much, so you're probably going to see, they're not going to be super often, but you are going to see videos like that. I do want to do some, like, video essay type stuff in the future. It wouldn't really be reviews, but it would be more, like, talking about a media. Like, I really want to talk about Taemin's solo career and how it's, like, affected me personally. there are like some other video essay kind of topics I want to cover in the future. And mostly related to like media or music or like media and at large. And those would obviously be scripted, and those would have like higher production values. Like I'd actually include like footage of what I'm talking about and stuff. These type of videos, even the scripted ones, I just kind of sit down and like talk. You know, that's what I do for this. Another one I wanted, so another project. So when I talk about not making retro year-end lists, I want to do K-pop lists, but I want to do like my top 10 worst or best K-pop songs of each year. But like, I want to do them, you know, just like whatever songs came out that were popular. Like, I'm not going to use any specific chart. It's just going to be like, find the list of like, what are the generally most popular songs from that year, and listen to them and decide, you know, what are my best, what are my worst. I'll get more into details of it when I actually make the lists. I want to do like a year-end, so like 2023, I want to do like, oh yeah, this is my 10 favorite K-pop songs, title tracks, 10 favorite title tracks, 10 worst title tracks that I heard, you know. That's what I want to do for fun, you know, but I kind of want to do it with other years too. Like I want to do retro, like worst and best title tracks of 2012. Like that is something that interests me more than doing a Billboard 2012 worst and best hit songs of 2012 video. For example, like I'm more interested in doing a like K-pop retrospective. You know, same thing with like 90s like alternative. Like if I ever do like I might do like alternative year-end 1996 or some shit. Like I don't know. like what were the best and worst songs that Blur and Oasis made? I'm joking, but like, you know, I'll probably do some sort of like ranking type thing with the Oasis songs at some point too, because like, come on, it's me. But you know, really, that's all I really have planned. And then shorts, I should go back to shorts, and then hopefully dance covers and stuff in the future when I'm like actually set up and I can like actually learn how to do that. But I'm so burned, it's really hard to find time. It's really hard to like find energy to do that stuff. So when I have like a job and shit. So because I'm going to be doing a couple classes at community college, so it's going to be like 5 days a week I'm completely booked. The other 2 days I'm probably tired because I'm going to work 3 days and I'm going to do community college 2 days. So I'm probably going to be really burned. But, you know, I'm going to try my best to make content for you guys. I love making content. And I also, like I said, I want to try to like up my production values a bit and just like get rid of all the gross, janky thumbnails, unlist a bunch of videos, do all that shit, so that I can get more subscribers, I can get more retention, and that's what I want to do. And, you know, I want people to, like, stick around. I think it's hard to be a variety channel because people will sub for, like, one video, and then they're like, oh, what is this content? And that's kind of where I'm coming from with that. But I think I can make it work. I just need to, like, figure out what I'm doing. So I hope you guys, you know, do stick around if you like me, and I don't like have any like video specifically. I do have a video planned, but it's not a talking video. But you know, I'll get into that later. So I hope you guys enjoy my content, and you know, I should stream again soon. I've just been burnt the last few days. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. Bye.